poop in the world. Hello friends, so today we will be talking about poop. And I've been very excited to make this video because it's not something that people talk about. And I think that's ridiculous, and it's a very, very important part of your life. And you know, you do it very often, hopefully you do it very often. And you know, I just really think it's important for me to discuss it today. So let's get into it. So I want to make it clear that I'm not a doctor and I'm not any medical professional whatsoever. But I do feel qualified to talk about this because I'm a vegan, and you know, a whole foods, plant-based vegan, and I've been that way for about 2.5 years now. And in doing that, I have noticed a world of difference in my stools, my digestion, bloating, just overall, you know, my whole digestive system has just been amazing. So I figured I should share with you guys exactly what I'm experiencing and, you know, the whole topic in general. So I'll first share with you guys some of the things I've noticed since going vegan. And first of all, and most importantly, is the frequency of my bowel movements. So on average, I will poop about 4 to 5 times a day, and minimum of 2, and sometimes more, but not usually. And you know, that was definitely a huge change when I first came to the lifestyle. And you know, I wasn't sure, of course, you know, if this was, you know, a good thing. I think a lot of what makes it so worrisome is the way society has taught us to view it. You know, it's something that's so hush-hush, like something that just happens in the bathroom. We don't talk about it, it's private. And I do understand that, because literally that's just how society has taught us to, you know, react to it. But in reality, you know, it's just, you know, a very important part of your body, you know, another function that it has, the way to eliminate toxins and, you know, other things that you don't want in your body anymore. So yeah, I've definitely had a frequency increase. The actual stool itself is always very big and very smooth, and comes with ease. And I know some of you are probably thinking, whoa, TMI right now, but guess what? This is important stuff, so you need to listen. So yeah, smooth, big, no issues getting it out, like no struggle, no effort that I have to put forth on the toilet. It comes completely naturally. It happens within 5-10 seconds. And you know, I'm not sitting on the toilet for like 30 minutes, you know, pushing and grunting and stuff. That's totally unnecessary and really not a healthy digestive sign if you're experiencing that. And then also smell. From eating, you know, so many fruits and vegetables, especially when I'm eating more raw, my poop really doesn't smell like at all. But yeah, of course it will vary depending on the foods that I am eating, but like I said, raw fruits and vegetables will not create any sort of odor. So in efforts to properly research for you guys, I started looking into different research that's been done by Dr. Greger, who is a very well-known doctor and really advocates for, you know, the plant-based whole foods lifestyle diet. And so some of the things that I've found, first of all, there was a study done in the University of Bristol, which came out with the outcome that vegans have the best poop in the world. And I do understand where they're coming from, but let me give you the scientific background on that. I'm going to read the research from my computer. Okay. A team of scientists at Oxford released the results of a study in which 15,000 vegetarians and vegans were followed for nearly a dozen years. Compared to meat eaters, vegetarians had 35% less risk of being hospitalized or dying from diverticulitis, and those eating vegan appeared to eliminate 78% of the risk. What's most surprising is that even after controlling for fiber intake, those on plant-based diets still had significantly lower risk, leading the researchers to suggest that meat itself may increase the risk of diverticular disease by altering the metabolism of bacteria in the colon, which could lead to a weakening of the colon wall. So in addition to enhanced regularity, vegetarians and vegans also get points for achieving the preferred stool size and shape, the bigger the better. For example, one reason why women eating vegetarian may have lower breast cancer rates is because they have larger bowel movements. Okay, so for those that don't know, and I also, I had heard of it before, but I just wasn't that knowledgeable about it, is diverticular disease, diverticulitis. And what that is essentially is the deficiency in fiber, just like, scurvy is a deficiency in vitamin C. So it's something that is very, very prevalent in the US. It's a Western world disease. It never ever existed before we started having, mass amounts of meat and dairy in our diets. So greater than 100,000 Americans are hospitalized every year from this very, very preventable disease. And like it just mentioned in the study, your chances of getting this disease, having this sickness, is significantly decreased by, eliminating meat, and even more so from eliminating dairy and eggs from your diet. So it was briefly mentioned in the study, but size and shape really do matter. So in Dr. Greger's research, he has compiled 7 different types of poops that you can have, and one of them is definitely the superior form, and it is I think what they described as the sausage type. So that's going to be your long, smooth, thick poops, ones that come with total ease and don't have any obstacles in the way. You can go check out the different forms. I'll link the video below. But it was shown that vegans experience this the most often, and vegetarians too, but not as often. So why is it important to pass your stools quickly? It has been shown also in Dr. Greger's research that on average, meat eaters pass food in about 4 to 5 days, whereas vegans pass in about 1 to 2 days. So another quote by Dr. Greger: "Problems like cancer and other diseases occur because of extended transit time of food from the mouth to the anus." And it's everything that what I've said just kind of summed up. And if you're curious about, how fast you pass your food, then Dr. Greger actually came up with, a great little experiment. So eat a bowl of beets and just wait and see for when your poop turns pretty and pink, is how he described it. So I know what he's talking about. I have experienced that before, but I'm actually curious, so I might do that, and I will report back to you guys and see what happens. So for those of you that have had issues with digestion, maybe you experience a lot of bloating after meals. No one likes that. Everyone wants to have a flat stomach, all that built up gas and whatnot. Well, I have some suggestions for you. So my first tip would be to drink a lot of water. It makes sense. If you're drinking a lot of water, you're having this pressure in your digestive system, and it's pushing food down, so it's moving things along a little bit more quickly, a little bit more efficiently. So always be very hydrated. And with the same concept, if you're having hydrating foods like water-rich fruits and vegetables, then you're also going to be experiencing the same benefits. If it wasn't obvious enough, my second tip would be to eat a plant-based diet. When you're eating that meat and dairy, it's clogging up your system. It's really hindering your ability to digest food. So really, even do an experiment, try it for 3 weeks, a month, and see how you feel. It's one thing for me to tell you, but you should try it yourself. And third, exercise. I think this is always a tip in any sort of recommendations I have, but it makes sense. It gets things going. When you're moving your body, you're just having your whole system work, and it just pushes things down and makes your body work a lot more efficiently. So what have we learned today? We have learned that a whole foods plant-based diet will give you very frequent bowel movements, less smelly bowel movements, and very easy bowel movements. And also it will seriously decrease your chance of getting different types of diseases, cancers, and it will just, promote for a healthy digestive system as a whole. So next time someone's grossed out by the poop talk or any sort of, topic of that nature, you remind them all of the benefits that it has to have a healthy poop. And if you're, on a whole foods plant-based diet and you are experiencing the best poop in the world, you go ahead and brag. That is total bragging rights right there. And I've actually, in addition to this, filmed some stomach progress throughout the day. I think some people don't realize that it's very normal to experience what they think might be bloating, but just, you know, your stomach, you know, gaining a little bit of mass and then losing it. You know, when you eat food, you're putting mass in your body, so you should see it. It's pretty normal until you know, release it in a bowel movement. So I've just filmed in a mirror, just, you know, my stomach throughout the day. So it is now first thing in the morning, and I just pooped. So my stomach's pretty flat right now, you can tell. So I just finished a smoothie bowl. I don't really feel bloated or anything right now. My stomach's definitely more full, that's for sure. I have now drinking about 1 liter of water. There's definitely, you know, some mass going on in here. I wouldn't necessarily say bloating, but I can definitely tell a difference. I mean, I just drank a lot of water, so that would make sense. Post poop number 2. Definitely, you notice the flatness is back in there, a little bit more so. This is like super subtle differences. I feel like I'm the only one that can really tell, but yep. Alright, so this is after lunch, so definitely my biggest meal of the day so far. If I like just totally like push it out a little bit, I can. But yeah, I definitely feel fuller for sure. So I've had dinner now and a snack before, and this is definitely the most mass I've felt so far today. I've only pooped 3 times, so I still have not gone after my snack before dinner and then dinner. So I might not go until like tomorrow morning, so that's when it'll be flat again. So that is all for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this topic. Controversial topic, not really, but just something that people don't talk about, which you should, just talk about it. But anyways, so if you liked it, if this is helpful for you, then give me a thumbs up, leave any comments you have below, and subscribe for more videos. And I will see you guys next video. Ciao!